Avi, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to cook a slow cooked lamb shank dish with mashed potato, roasted vegetables and a red wine juice to finish it off. And it will be done in 4 stages. First I'll show you how to do a slow cooked lamb shank, followed by mashed potato and the pan-fried vegetables and the red wine juice at last, and then we'll compile it together. So for the lamb shank, I got already prepared celery, white and brown onions, salt and pepper, red and green capsicum, carrot and red wine. And for the aromatics, I got a little bit of ginger, chili if you like a bit heat in there, rosemary, bay leaves, cardamom, anise, cinnamon and whole cloves, two cloves of garlic, and 1 lamb shank. But when I'm going to cook it, I'm going to cook 6 lamb shanks for 6 portions. So this is just for 1 portion. And not forgetting our chicken stock, which is about 1.5 cup. We can increase it or decrease it depending on the size of the lamb shank to fully submerge it when you're going to slow cook it. Okay, so first we start off with these lamb shanks to be together with all the ingredients. You can always saute it first with all the vegetables with the red wine reduction, and then put it together with the lamb shank and then slow cook it for 4 hours. But today I'm not going to use that process. I'm going to use a simple, easy process of putting all those stuff together in a braising pan, and then put it in the oven to slow cook it for 4 hours. Okay, and to begin it with, this is, as I said before, I'm going to use 6 lamb shanks, and for the 6 lamb shanks I'm going to put all these vegetables together. So now I have got all the lamb shanks which was pre-sealed, and 6 portions, 6 lamb shanks in the roasting pan or roasting tray. And I got all these vegetables which I had before. That was for 1 portion which I showed you earlier as I prepared, but I got already prepared for 6 portions, which I have put it at the base of the tray, roasting tray. By putting at the base, it will prevent it from sticking or burning at the bottom when the liquid reduces while cooking. Okay, so I have pre-seasoned it with salt and pepper, and I can show you more with this pepper grinder. Just put it like that in here, and I've got a salt shaker which is over here. There's no fancy in here, it's all what everybody got it at home, and we can just season it a bit, and then I'll cover it up with the liquid which is the chicken stock. Right, chicken stock going in here. And if it's not enough, if you run out of, or if you're short of chicken stock, you can always use hot water with the packet. All this chicken stock will go in here. We'll try and submerge the whole lamb shanks with this stock. If we, as I said before, if we don't have enough chicken stock, we can always use hot water to cover it up. It doesn't matter if we've got a lot of flavors in there anyway. And I would prefer more water in here at the moment now with this stock, not enough. Okay, 1 ingredient, okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of sugar in this liquid, because if the red wine is too bitter or sour, the sugar will cut it down and balance the flavor into getting that nice sweet and tangy flavor of these lamb shanks when it gets cooked. So I'm going to put at least 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar in here, in this liquid, which will melt anyway, and give that nice balance of that flavors that we are looking for. Okay, so that should be enough. And now I'm going to cover it up, and with the greaseproof paper first, then the foil, and then I'll put it in for 4 hours and then time it from there. Once it's ready in 4 hours, then I'll pull it out and then get the mash in that between. In the time I'll get the mash and other vegetables ready so it can be really plated well.
1.
And now I'm going to put these lamb shanks in the oven for 4 hours. at 160 degrees, and then you work it out from there and then move on from there. Okay, so it's already in now. Okay. Giá cho người ta. It's all done in there. So now we'll prepare the vegetables and the mash in that time that it's cooking in the oven. So now we move on to the second segment or the phase of our presentation, which I'm making mashed potato. Which you can see I already got potatoes boiling here. I haven't measured per sieve, but approximately this potatoes here is enough for 6 portions. So this is boiling. Once it boils, what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat up some cream and milk and white pepper, salt, and then put it in the processor and then process it and blend it. Alright, and that's the second one. The third phase would be the vegetables, which I'm already started blanching some baby carrots. I got some baby corn and I got some beans here. That's all enough for, more than enough for 6 serves, right? So I'm gonna pre-blanch them and then pan fry for the vegetables for the lamb shanks. And then later on I'm going to do the red wine sauce from the reduction from that pan we got, or the tray, roasting tray we got, okay? And then that will be the last phase before we start combining or plate it up. Right? It's not a very hard work now. It's all about simple daily cooking processes and practices, I would say. Okay?
Go.
So now once the potato is boiled, soft, I have strained it and I put it back in the pot and I added some cream, salt, pepper. We always normally put butter, but I didn't have butter, so I put a bit of margarine in there. And also I have put a little bit of Parmesan cheese to give it that additional taste or flavor to the mash. I haven't mashed yet, it's all just slowly reducing. You can see all the liquid is just getting evaporated, and then I'll put it in the blitzer and blitz it. So I want this to get a bit more consistency right. It's a bit harder or thicker, and then I'll blend it in the food processor or mixer, whatever it is there on the other side. And as I was doing this, my lamb shanks are ready, and I will show you where the lamb shanks, I've just pulled it out from the liquid. So we've got 6 lamb shanks ready to be served. Right, I just will do a bit of a paste for the sauce, and then I'll put it back in the sauce and toss it around and get it out to get the right color, and the sauce will be nice consistency. This is the broth which just leftover ones, which remember we put the chicken stock and all the maraqua or the medley vegetables which we did before. What I'm going to do this is I'm going to put it back in the pot and then reduce it and then strain it. And with that base of that broth, I'm going to make the red wine sauce, or if I change my mind, I might put some other flavor in there, put some pepper in it. And that will be the sauce for the lamb shanks. And in the meantime, when I'm reducing this, I've got already blanched my vegetables on the left. And there's the last part which I will do, and then I'll put all together on a plate, and it's all done, ready to be served. Now I got my sauce reducing. It's just a broth reducing down, then I'll finish it with sauce, right? And then I'll add a couple of items to put it in. And I got baby corn which I'm going to saute or pan fry, put it separate. I got beans which I will do the same, and then I'll do a bit of sweetened carrots. Same pan fry and put it separate when it helps me when I do the plating. Okay, so I got a bit of margarine, the butter, margarine olive oil mix, I have put in some mixed herbs, dried ones, some pepper, black pepper, nice. And you can just salt. It will be more salty, really. Done. So once this is ready, I'll put it aside. And then I'll start the same process with the beans. And a little bit different, same, but adding a bit of sweetness to the carrot, so that is more sort of a caramelized carrot. Okay. You can see now, we are very close to our finishing for the lamb shank dish. What I have done is I have taken all the broth out of the liquid which I showed you earlier on, and then I reduced it, which I've got now with the sauce ready now. Right, I think it's right consistency now. It can be used and it can stay in the plate. Right, and that's our red wine juice. And what I have done with the lamb shank, when I took it out of that broth, I cooled it down a bit so it doesn't overcook. And now I have flip cooking again, just heating up and glazing it with the sauce or the gravy which I have. A little bit of that gravy and a bit of broth which I had, so it doesn't stick. Right? And now it's ready to be plated. So this is our lamb shanks, only one piece per serve. So now we are on the final stage of plating. What I was doing from the step 1 to step 4, now it's a 5 one now. And now we've got a mash ready, I've got the vegetables ready. Right, pan fried vegetables. And then I got the lamb shanks, one piece per serve, which I'm gonna plate it. It's ready. I got the jus or gravy or red wine sauce, whatever you call it. It's ready there too. I got the garnish here. Right. Here got this tiny herb thing, which I'll use it to garnish it up. And let's see how it looks on the plate. All ready? Good. Alright, I got mash here, which I'm not going to put too much. Okay, all done. Then I got I'm going to put the lamb shank first. Which one we took? This is done. It's going down slowly because the mash is a bit down. And then I got all I'm doing is trying to hold the lamb shank up with these vegetables covering with the mash. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the gravy, yeah, or the sauce. So it's a bit little. Some might like a bit more sauce, so we'll leave it like that. Okay. This is sugar snap, which I did earlier on. And a garnish with watercress. So here you go. So lamb shank ready. And that's your lamb shank dish for presentation, ready for tasting. And who's gonna taste this one? Me. You. Okay, that's your lamb shank. Slow cook lamb shank for 4 hours. The good part is that lamb shank is falling off the bone, which is the highlight of this cooking with lamb shank. And it will melt in your mouth, I know. And you got all the vegetables and whatever plate I got at home, I just use it for the plating, that's it. Okay, so I hope you liked my video and appreciate what I just spoke about, and have a good time. Thank you.